Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to the last round of the Rolling Oaks Open. We're going to go ahead here and get this played. So on the white tees again, so a little bit closer. And looks like we have high winds, firm and firm for the fairways and greens, and moderate for the green speed. Alright, here we are. So just going to see what we can do to get this all put together here. But pretty high wind. We'll see how everything plays out. All right. Pretty nice drive, honestly. A lot of wind again. We're going to lose about 7 yards because of the elevation, and then still move 5, so whoops. Probably makes sense to do a choked approach on that, and that will provide us a pretty good result, I'm hoping. So, still short. Alright, we'll get the flop here. Bum. Ooh. Not at all what I was counting on. Wow. Alright, let's see if we can get close. Not great, not great. And going for a bogey again. Alright, barely got in, but it did go in. Alright, wind in our face. Alright, definitely... Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it as the full position. Wow. I think I had a good spot, other than, you know, the result being what it was. What? How did I hit it that weakly? I don't understand. How did I get 11 point? Ooh, that was just awful. All right. Again, dropping the power a bit. A little too far. Get that out of there. And sadly, a double bogey on that. Alright, cross breeze. So this will definitely be a challenge. Alright. 288 again, cross breeze. 6%. Ah, really? Wow. All right. Wow. I am definitely struggling. And I do think, yeah, they've done something with the rhythm. Because it is definitely... I'm losing a lot of power sometime with it, and I'm really struggling figuring out why. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Really not great. So definitely having difficulty with the putting. Gonna pull that back. I mean, that's probably the wind, so maybe I'm not compensating enough for the wind. Because my swing path was actually pretty solid if we looked at it. Okay, got ourselves up there. But a challenging putt again. Should be, maybe not. Darn, really? Like, it should be okay, and then suddenly I realized it's heading toward the edge, and it did, in fact, roll out. Alright. Really significant cross breeze again. Alright, good shot there. And... Yeah, I don't think the wind is going to really matter with this type of shot. And again, the rhythm's down. Odd. It's just down 9%. So yeah, for that, it's really, really not doing well. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. And again, I'm sure it's just, you know, trying things out. We gotta go a little bit further. Oof. Somehow that was less power, and it was still like way too far. Come on. Alright, we are on pace for a really miserable result. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm getting to the green quickly enough. No, I don't want to decrease it. Huh. Okay. full distance again. A little too straight. And again, now we're a real struggle for the shot. All right, it'd be nice to do something other than a bogey. It really would. So I would give a lot for that. All right, I'm gonna go up. Again, we're like losing 10%. We're not that far off on the swing, so really interesting that it's doing what it's doing. All right, not bad from that position. Come on. All right. I think that's my first par. It is. Wow. All right. In this case, I might be able to carry this. So we're gonna go. Okay, plus 106 on the power. Like, this is the time to do that. Well, we kind of did. I think we landed just past the bunker, so it worked out, but it definitely was not exactly what I wanted. All right, I'm going to choke this up a bit. Head over there. But again, 9 point. Like, that is, it's killing me doing it this way. A little too far. And come on back. Oh. It was next to it, but it didn't come back enough. All right, right at me again. Still not great. Only 255. So definitely not great. See if we can carry a little bit more. Huh. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a terrible lie. Sure, we'll go with that. All right, we're on. We get pushed back because of the hill. And now it's a question of can we get it to fall? Come on. Nope. Maybe if I hadn't moved it that little bit, I'm like, I'm not thinking I need to move it, and then I didn't, and then we had the, I'm like, I won't move it, and then I'll be like, oh, I had thought to move it, and I didn't, and I missed it, and no such luck. All right, we'll go back there. Ooh, nice, nice. Just is it close enough is always the question now. Nope. Obviously, I still misread it. Oh. Well, this is not working nicely at all. Do I want to go further? Maybe a little bit. So that's a heavy cross breeze again. Maybe not heavy enough. Ah. The lie was not great, but we got out. Kind of on, but nope, it's gonna float back off. Alright, gonna go a little further. I cannot get good putts. This is a really bad round. I mean, and it's all, I think it's all the greens. I mean, if we're really getting down to it, well, I mean, I guess it's the shortness of the shots in some cases too, where I'm not quite sure why my rhythm is off as much as it is. There we go. That was perfect rhythm. So again, good to know. All right. But there we go, down 8% again. Wow, that was just really awful. Again. Come on. Come on. That looked pretty good. It honestly did. All right, again, way over. Okay. I'm going to go up one, but then come back. Okay, a little bit of loss of power, but not as much, but still enough to be a massive problem. Ooh, nice. So tap that in. Second par. Alright, so at this point, since we've got a few holes left, given that I was doing so poorly, I have gone ahead and I've been playing this whole round with a controller on the desktop to try to increase some stability. So I do think I'm getting more consistent path. Like I'm closer. I mean, I'm still 6% open, but it appears maybe it's better. I don't know. So there is that challenge. Whoops. So we're gonna want to go here. Now the thing I have figured out, I can't feel the vibration when it's sitting on the desk because it is so slight. If it's not in my hand, I don't feel it. So for putting, I do have to pick it up again. So I'm basically putting it on the desk after I putt, and then taking the shots up until I'm putting with it on the desktop to give it a shot. So you can observe these last few and then provide me some feedback of, do you think it's better? Or does it really, see, like that was literally the same type of shot. So, you know, I'm not sure. It's just really hard to tell if it's of any benefit or not. All right, now I suddenly get the power of the world. So yeah, you gotta love that. I thought I just needed a quick one. So that was just a poor decision. Again, we know when it's that short, you've got to do it. See, but now I need to pick it up. Because yeah, actually, I did go switch my batteries after the first or second hole, and then, you know, had it on the desktop when I was putting again. I'm like, I still can't feel it. Like, did it turn it off somehow? And then I realized when I picked it up, I'm like, oh, I can feel it. So it's possible I hadn't needed to replace the batteries. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know that I'm getting any better result. I just don't know that I want to put in the time to figure it out. That certainly wasn't any better. Oh, it made it, but it didn't. Hmm. But yeah, so it's really been the shortness of the shots this time, so it's strange. And maybe it's just the wind is really affecting it a lot more than I would think, but it shouldn't, I don't think. See, so like that path, you know, that's the shots I was seeing that I'm like, well, maybe it is better. But, you know, I'm sure I execute some of that once in a while too with anything else. We're uphill, so we're going to do that. You know, and again, I'm down 6% on power, so I barely made, you know, I went 19 yards. It was terrible. And to me, the power, I think, is worse the way I'm doing that. And I'm whoa, well, that was a really bad putt path. So that was, again, all me. Now I overcompensated and had a horrible putt path. What am I doing? All right. Come on. You are kidding me, right? So yeah, I'm wondering if I'm worse. So I'm gonna go back to my normal process and see. I'm still down 7%, so. But again, I don't know that the putt path was horrendous, or the swing path was horrendous on that either. So, like I said, it's a bit of a crapshoot. Yeah, very similar path to what I was getting. It's, oh no, it made it just enough that it kept up there. So I'm not going to go that far over. I think I did that last time and was disappointed. I don't know that we're going to make it. 78 feet, it's a long way. No, we did get up there. But yeah, now it's this challenge of I can't go too far. Because if I roll too far, I'm going down the hill. So, yeah, that was a really bad round. But it was, wow, 25 over. I don't know. It's hard to call, because again, there's so many variables. I mean, we had the high wind. There's like so many things coming into play there. Okay, so we did get an Evo tool from the Clubhouse Pass. So we will get some of those as we go along, which is wonderful. Yeah, so this clearly was really a bad round, or an event. So 55 over. I don't think I've done that bad in 2K25 yet. So yeah, wow. So I'm trying. I'm trying things. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know that putting anything on the desk is really gonna improve my game. So, because the problem is, I almost would need some sort of a pad. Like there's still some potential slipping, and so I'm holding things. I feel like I'm fighting it a little bit. I'm just not really sure. But in any event, we are done. This week is out of the books. Obviously, did really poorly. So it is what it is. But we continue to work at it, and one of these days, I'm hopeful we will make it. So I hope to see you next time.